passion fruit,
Yeah.
Clevedon Market. Do you know the market?
Where's that?
It's south of Auckland. It's like an hour, maybe 50-minute drive. They have an amazing farmers market, and there's a guy there that just does passion fruits. He does like big paper bags full of passion fruits, and they're pretty cheap.
Is this like weekly or monthly?
Yeah, weekly on a Sunday. And we should go. There's a guy who sells a kilo of honey for like $15 a kilo. Yeah.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
that's like, so it's more of a local farmers market, because I'll go to the Avondale one sometimes because that's good and cheap, but it's also a
Yeah.
lot of imported stuff. So it's not particularly ethical.
Yeah, this one is ethical. Some stuff is expensive. It's
Yeah.
kind of, they've got a musician there.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
Someone
like-
doing some covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Riccarton Market in Christchurch, where there'll be two like 9-year-olds there playing the best violin you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like that, but way more fruit and veggies.
Mm-hmm.
It's all food.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know about you, but I would say that being excited about a farmer's market is a pretty classic part of getting older.
Hey!
Welcome to 30 Dirty and Dying, brand new podcast by me, Annabel Keane.
And me, Rhiannon McCall. A little bit about me. I'm an actor. I'm a comedian.
A little bit about me.
A little bit about me. And I love to talk. Annabelle?
Hey, bit about me. I am one half of production company Sports Team with my partner Callum, who's politely hiding in the other room. I'm just checking that we're recording. Imagine. We do mostly music videos, but this year we're doing all sorts. And over the summer we made a friggin' movie, and that's what's happening with me.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Annabelle and I have been friends for well over a decade.
Well over. We met in our first year of high school, and so we were 13, maybe even 12.
And now we're 13 going on 30.
30? Oh my gosh, we've called we should call the podcast 13 going on 30.
But 30 Dirty and Dying is also from that movie. Because she says 30, flirty and thriving. When she's in the cupboard, she goes, I want to be 30, thriving. And then she bangs on the cupboard and the dust comes down and magically turns her 30.
Oh,
30.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know there was that another layer
Oh, yeah.
to the title. So, yeah. So we met we met at the same high school in Christchurch.
Christchurch Girls High School. So that's some context as to
Yeah.
who we are, why we're
Yeah.
here. We are both turning 30 this year, aren't we, Annabelle?
Yeah. It's happening. You quite soon.
Yeah, I'm turning 30 in a couple of weeks, and
Oh my God.
yes,
I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'm not excited. I feel so spooked about it, and everyone I feel like when you're in your 20s, or like if you're turning 28, everyone's like, oh my God, great age, that was the greatest year of my life. And all I've heard about and being in your 30s is that people go, oh, you'll be more comfortable, which
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that's true.
People say, oh, you'll really relax about things or something. But it's
Yeah.
because it's this, I don't know, because people always say, oh, well, this person wrote their first novel before they turned 30, and like this person
Get in the
sailed
bin.
around the world before they were 30.
I
or
don't want you
something.
doing anything for the first time before. I don't want anything impressive before you're 30.
No,
because
chill
all
out.
you're doing, chill out. You're making everyone else feel bad.
You're undercutting the community.
Yeah,
You got to chill out.
people in their 30s.
Yeah, you got to wait.
and you're
Nothing
actually
impressive.
taking up space, and you need to check your young privilege.
Yeah. This is mainly a call-out podcast for people who are overachievers in their 20s.
Yes,
Cut it out.
I would say my mum is almost an overachiever from in her 20s, and this is part of the reason why I feel anxious to turn 30. I had a chat, like I was just having funny chats with my mum, and then she goes, but seriously, you're turning 30. When I was 30, I was married, I owned a house, and I had 2 kids.
Come on.
It's true.
Yeah, but that's the same with my mum.
Yeah.
I think. Or maybe she had one kid.
Right.
But also, my parents bought a house for like
A
you
goat?
chump change.
Yeah. Chump change.
A goat in a nice pot.
Honestly. Honestly. And you literally cannot buy a house for like less than $1 million.
It's not in Auckland, yeah.
In Auckland, yeah. Which is where we both live now. That's part of we grew up in Christchurch.
Yeah.
We've both ended up in Auckland
Because
pursuing
we're ambitious.
We're ambitious.
So we had to head to the big smoke.
We've gone from the medium smoke to the big smoke, pursuing our dreams.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Annabelle, how do you feel about you turn 30 later on in this year?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I don't know. I think I've been maybe in denial / ignoring it. I'm not sure. It's tricky. I think for me, maybe like for me, the distance, it doesn't feel very real. Like I've still got a lot of time to do stuff before then because it's in September.
No, you don't.
Shut up!
You don't. Blink and you'll miss it.
Okay. I don't know. I feel mixed about it. I feel like it is the end of my childhood. I feel like it's officially the end of my youth. And I feel over the... I'm sorry. You look...
No. This is
good
stuff. This is good stuff.
I think that this like last year or maybe 2 years, I've been feeling like more and more out of touch with what young people do.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like,
we've got no riz. We're rizless.
Yeah, we have no res.
We're cheugies.
Yeah, I don't even know. Cheugy?
Cheugy.
Is that it?
That's it.
Not Cheugy?
Slim Schwaggy? No, it's not Schwaggy. It's Cheugy.
What does that mean?
Cheugy is like something that's typical millennial. So it could be like
Is that?
Yeah,
it's like specifically to millennials.
I think it is. It's like having your hair side parted, or in Taylor Swift's draw the cat eyes sharp enough to kill a man.
Yeah.
Like that's Cheugy. Cat eye eyeliner is Cheugy.
I love doing eyeliner.
I know you do. It's because you're a schwag. You're a schwag committing schwaggy. Yeah. So this podcast is about how we're both turning 30.
Yeah.
What does that feel like? What are we going through? We're dirty. We're dying.
We are dying. Yeah, it's we're heading towards death officially.
Yeah, we are.
And peaked.
And also we're not... Perhaps when our parents were young, being in your 30s looked completely different to what it looks like to us.
Oh, so different. The expectations were different.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to put this out there.
Yeah.
This is the second time we're recording this first podcast.
We cocked up the first one.
Time, fucked up big time. But because we're in our 20s, it's okay. There's space to make mistakes. First time round, something I think something I want to repeat because it's worth repeating is that when I asked my mum why she had children, she said, well, it's just what everyone did and I wanted to know what you would look like.
Which is wild. And I think this actually leads us into the first segment of the podcast.
Oh, yeah. This podcast has structure. We've got a plan.
This time, and it's on a paper between us.
Yeah, that we've been drawing on with a coloured pencil.
Yes. So the name of our first segment is The Big Q.
Boom,
boom. Q stands for question. And Annabelle, that wild thing your mum said about having kids kind of leads into our first big question. Babies. Will you have them?
Babies, yes or no?
Babies, yes or no?
In general, I don't know. It's really tricky. I think for the majority of my life, I was a strong no. For extremely just sad and cynical reasons.
What were those reasons?
Well, first of all, I was like pretty depressed. Like my whole life, and then I started taking antidepressants like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
and maybe a little longer. And then I was like, oh, actually, I wouldn't mind bringing another person into the world because I'm actually enjoying it now.
Whoa.
I know it's
Well,
kind of heavy. I was just depressed.
Yeah, I mean, it's heavy, but it's also beautiful. It's great that your outlook on life changed your opinion about whether you might.
Significantly.
Yeah, that's great.
Like, isn't that awful? I cannot believe I didn't. I really wish I had started on antidepressants earlier, because the fact that I truly went from waiting for time to pass and for life to end, and I went from that to being like, oh my God, time's passing too fast. I have too many things I want to do, and like, there are nice things happening that I look forward to.
How long have you been on antidepressants for?
I'm trying to think. I think I started them probably just before the pandemic. I think must have been 2019. So that's how long.
Okay, so not that long.
No, I know.
Thank God you started on them before the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. That would have been so bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
gosh.
Yeah. That would have been bleak.
Yeah.
And then, like, so I think I'm pretty sure this is the timeline, but it's like end of 2019, started taking antidepressants. After, a month and a half, I was like, I'm not really feeling as much dread as I usually do. And I've also, miraculously, this is just like a bonus side effect, stopped biting my nails without even trying.
Great.
Like, I realized it. I was like, oh my God, my nails are the longest they've been in my entire life. And then we went into a pandemic, and then we went into the lockdown. And in the first 2 months of that, in the first month of that lockdown, I made a friggin' stop motion music video.
Hell yeah.
Which is funny because have you watched Parks and Rec?
No.
Well, there's a classic Parks and Rec joke where one of the characters is unemployed and depressed, and so he gets into stop motion. For me, being unemployed and not depressed, I got into stop motion.
Great.
And it was great.
That's awesome.
All that to say, yes, I am now much more interested in having children. One or two.
Yeah.
No more.
What do you think about what your mum said about wanting to have kids to see what they'd look like, and because everyone else was doing it?
It's so from another time. It's hard to even understand, because that's how I feel. That's how I used to feel playing The Sims.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, if everyone's going to get a coffee, I'll go because everyone else is going.
Exactly.
That's what the whole.
It's from a time before having a real understanding of like the climate change and like climate crisis as well. Like, not understanding the effect humans are having on the world, which I don't know how you felt about that, but I think we're having a pretty bad effect.
Oh, I agree that we're having a pretty bad effect.
We're the virus, Rhiannon.
Yeah, we're the virus on the planet. But I think that choosing not to have children because of the effect on the planet puts me in a tailspin, because I don't know if that's absolutely kooky cooked and radical, or if it makes sense.
But so there's two parts to that. There's
Right.
the effect humans have on the world, but then there's also, I don't know what kind of world there will be to live in by the time my children are our age.
Are you sure you're not still depressed?
I'm all good.
Okay.
I think I'm being realistic.
Yeah.
I think I'm realistically sad about the future of the world.
Yeah. Do you think?
Do you want to have children?
Do I want to have children? Yeah, desperately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm a nightmare to be around. If I see a baby, I'm like the heart eyes emoji.
Yeah, you'd become like a literal clucking chicken.
I'm a clucking chicken. I
Yeah.
want to have a baby so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many babies?
I think 2.
Yeah, 2's good, eh?
Yeah.
Because then you like replace yourselves.
Yeah, true.
That's how I say.
Is that how you think about it?
Yeah. And also they've got each other to entertain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we both grew up with one sibling.
We did.
Maybe that's why
Maybe
we
it
like
is.
that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't, so I don't know. Touch wood. I can, but when I start trying to have a baby, it's going to be hard because I have endometriosis, and I got it.
You found that out quite recently, right? This is
last year.
Hey,
so for those at home who don't know what endo is, it's a chronic condition.
count yourselves lucky.
Count yourselves lucky. The lining of your uterus grows in parts of your body where it's not meant to grow, and one of the potential side effects of it is infertility, or like having a hard time having babies. And so when I got diagnosed with endo, which the only way to diagnose it is a gynecologist goes in, finds it, there it is, cuts it out.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me. And I remember the gyno was like, so do you think you want to have children? And I was like, oh yeah. And she was like, you should start right away. You should start right now. And I was like, I can't afford that. And I love my boyfriend. It's miles too soon. Also, I'm 29.
Yeah.
You want me to be a teenage mother? I'm not old enough to have a baby.
Babies having babies.
Babies having babies. What is this?
Yeah.
Fucking.
What do you guys share a little bottle of milk together?
Yeah. Is this some
You
sort
like
of
the same stuff.
Exactly. No way.
Share clothes. They're like, that bib's cute. Maybe I'll wear that.
Yeah.
That's like fucking huge.
I know. But
Have you been processing that, Rhiannon?
I don't think I have. Apart from, usually I enjoy living my life, and then I'll go through a short burst, like a short phase where I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? What's happening? What's going on?
Gotta have a baby.
Gotta have a baby. Gotta have a house. Can't afford anything. I'm fucked. Like, and if I have one of those periods, then I panic about it. But otherwise, the thing is, I could try and have a baby and get pregnant first pop.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, do you know, did they give you any more information than just, it's going to be hard? Like, do you know why? And
well, the gynecologist said to me, it was some pretty high statistic. It was I don't want to say it in case I get it wrong, but it was like more than 10%. Like, quite a lot of women do have trouble trying to have babies. But if you have endo, it's just a lot more. And,
yeah.
But there's a woman that I work with. She was trying to have babies for a long time and couldn't. And then she had endo and got it removed. And as soon as she got it removed, had a baby.
All good.
Yeah, it does grow. So I've had it removed. It will grow back.
It'll grow back, right? But you need to like get in there in that window before it grows back.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'd love a baby.
Yeah.
I care so much about the opinions that young children have of me. Like, yeah, my boyfriend Anadu has a little niece. She's like 2.5, and
cute.
I really hang my sense of worth on what she thinks of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you love kids? Do you see kids and go like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I just want to hang out.
Yeah.
It's like so much fun to make a kid laugh, and also so much fun to watch them figure stuff out.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite age child is like a 4-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah. From my experience.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all really good. But the worst is from like my babysitting experience, I have really been tested by like 10-year-old girls.
They're smart. They're too smart and mean.
And
yeah.
they see that I'm weak.
Yeah.
They can smell it.
Yeah.
They can smell it that they can fuck with me.
Fuck them.
So that's the big cue on babies. We both want them, but we can't for financial reasons, and also maybe our bodies won't let us in 5 years when we maybe can afford it. Cool.
Like, we've done this summary 2 or 3 times.
Have we?
We've gone on a tangent.
This is our first one.
It is our first one. Annabel, another great segment that we are going to have in this podcast, recurring segment, is reviews.
Sorry, I wasn't looking. I was like immediately not listening to you, looking at other stuff. I was like, why is she I was like, it's reviews. Yeah, reviews. So it could be anything.
We could be reviewing
these
Sacha
blueberries
Baron
that we've been
Cohen.
eating.
Yep, blueberries.
Sacha Baron Cohen. Or
anything.
we could be reviewing
Coffee.
the year that we turned 20. You know,
We could
be big things. But this week,
we are reviewing.
my first shift at my new job.
Congratulations on the new job, Annabelle.
Thank
Tell us
you.
about it.
Well, look, times have been tough financially.
Fuck yeah.
So I've been picking up some extra work, and I started working at Frida Margulis, which is a lovely little wine bar in Greylin. Highly recommend. I've worked one shift there. It was kind of like a short shift, kind of an intro shift. And straight off the bat, I'd say it was a really positive experience. Would really recommend having a first shift at Frida's. Staff were lovely. Shout out Calvin, Kellen, and Steph, and Mike, the owner. You guys made it a really lovely way to be introduced to the staff, to the family, to the team.
You sound like you've got a gun to your head, and the owner of Frida's is being like, "You better give us a good review."
I think I'm just talking in review speak.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I want to hear the best moment from your first shift and the worst moment from your first shift.
Okay. I've got two best moments. Can I have two?
Please.
First one is I don't know. So after my shift, the owner was like, Mike goes, have a drink, come hang out with me and my friends outside. And so I did. I grabbed a house red and went outside, and his two friends that we were hanging out with had a beautiful little like dog that looked like a toy, and this dog's name was Minnie.
Cute.
And Minnie came over, walked across everyone's laps, and came and sat in my lap and looked deep into my eyes while I scratched their head.
Wow.
That was the best. No, that was just the best part.
Yeah, it's the same as having a child like you. When an animal picks you over everyone else, you know it's because you're better than them.
Yeah,
and that's why the animal picked you.
And because they're so pure in their feelings and beliefs, they just get a good vibe from you.
They do.
There's nothing else clouding their opinion. There's no bullshit.
Yeah,
they just like you for you.
Yep. And what was your other great moment?
I was gonna say broadly, learning to make the pizzas.
Cool.
That was all I did all night. They tucked me in the back, which I kind of loved because it was like a really busy night, and I don't know where any of the wines are, and I don't know how to make the cocktails, and so I got to be out the back prepping the little the lovely like hummus boards and the pizzas and the olives, and the pizzas were so fun to make.
Great.
Yeah, it was great. I was on a roll.
I bet you were rolling out the pizza dough.
They're actually pre-made, kind of like wrap bases.
Oh.
It's very much like how you'd make a pizza.
Do they make
after
them?
school one day? No.
Okay.
It's very like bar snacky pizza.
Yeah.
And I think that was why it was so easy to get into.
Yeah, great.
I really liked it. And also, Boss Mike brought everyone fish and chips. It was awesome. It's like a party
That is cool.
that I got paid for. Worst thing. What was bad about
Can
the
I
night?
guess? So for anyone who hasn't been to Frida's, I love this bar. It is on the corner of Hakanoa Street and what's the other one?
Richmond Road.
Richmond Road. So it's in the heart of Greylin, a very wealthy suburb. And maybe I'm part of the problem, but sometimes I see people there and I'm like, you look like a pain in the ass. You look like you're going to complain about this and that, and you're going to ask for something that's not on the menu. That's what I would hazard a guess that maybe some annoying customers.
Too early to say because I
Too
didn't
early to
have
say.
heaps of customer interaction.
Yeah.
I mean, straight off the bat, my pet peeve as a hospo person is when I need to grab something from your table and you make no effort to make it easier for me. Like if I have to lean over and lean quite far and I'm like trying to stretch through and grab that empty wine glass and you're like, I'm just getting ignored. That drives me mad. I gotta have a water.
I hate that as well. Annabelle, you've worked in hospo for a really long time. I've also worked in hospo for about 10 years.
Yeah. We're hardcore hospo.
We're hardcore hospo. My pet peeve was when you have a plate that's really hot. Ooh. So I've done a lot of restaurant work, or like heavy, and you stand there and you go, I fill it medium rare. I fill it medium rare, and
Yeah.
it's like burning your
Yeah,
hand,
yeah.
and a table full of 10 cucks are just absolutely pretending
Yeah.
like you don't exist while your
Yeah.
hand
I
melts.
think you're the cuck in that situation.
Yeah. I know.
They're what's the other side of a cuck?
Wait, so
A cucky?
a cuck is when
Cuckold.
a cuck is when
You watch.
you made the wrong sucker a cuckold. Oh, you watch? I thought it's just when your partner cheats on you.
Yeah, but it can be, I think that it can be a choice. Because I've heard people talk about a cuck chair in a room. You know, there's
cuck chair.
when you go into like someone's room or like a motel room and there's a chair in the corner of the room. And that's a cuck chair because you sit there and watch someone fuck your wife.
Oh my god! I thought
This could be total bullshit.
I
might
thought
be
that chair was there for
wrong.
relaxing.
No, it is. People call it the cuck chair as a funny thing, but also as maybe that's what it's used for sometimes. It's not, the motel isn't putting it in there and calling and being like, all right, we need to order a new cuck chair for room 102. That one got a bit dirty. You know, they're not referring to it as that.
Could you watch your partner having sex with someone else?
Ooh, huge question. I think so, yes, depending on the situation.
What are the dependents?
Who it was, we'd need to have a good conversation about it. I think I'd have to be able to join in at some point.
No, you're in the cuck chair. You can't move from the cuck chair. And you're just watching.
I think I find it really hard.
Yeah.
I just would, at the very least, as the sex was coming to a climax, I just want to get in there and just give him a hug.
So when he's about to come, you want to go and give him a hug?
Afterwards.
Oh, afterwards.
Yeah.
That's nice, I think.
Yeah. Could I go in then?
Only when it's really finished. You have to be in the cuck chair until it's finished.
I think I'd get really sad. You know, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
No way.
No way?
I've got problems with jealousy. I'd go into a blind rage.
Yeah.
If
You do.
yeah, massive, really bad jealousy problems.
You've got trust issues
And
for
I've
good
got
reason.
Yeah,
for
I've got
good
trust.
reason.
Thank you. I've got trust.
not
Yeah,
your
I couldn't
fault.
do it. I think like things like open relationships in theory, I'm like, that sounds cool and progressive and it makes sense. But I think in theory, I would genuinely black out and kill someone.
I think maybe open relationships is something that could be a big cue.
That could be a big cue.
That should be a big cue down the
I'll write
line.
that down.
Am I done with my review?
Yeah, I want to hear how many stars.
5 stars
Whoa.
out of 5.
First review coming in hot. A 5-star review of Annabelle's first
First
shift.
time we recorded this podcast, I also gave my review 5 stars.
Yeah, the first. I mean, there's no point referencing it, but the first episode that we cucked up, it was Annabelle's job interview for this job, and she rated it 5 stars.
Yeah.
Okay, Annabelle, it's been a great first episode.
I think this has been mean. I'm looking forward to doing this more. I'm looking forward to having like an excuse to hang out more.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's like also because we're coming up to 30, we need to be more successful. We can't be wasting time just hanging out with people for no good reason.
Yeah, we
We've
need to
gotta
be
doing
getting
something.
something from it.
Yeah, you have to be. Yeah.
Of course. So we're hoping in future episodes to have another segment called Small Cues. And small cues are questions that you, our lovely listeners or listener, hopefully there's more than one, send in and then we'll answer them.
Yeah, I reckon there'll at least be one listener. I reckon there'll be 2 at the very least. I reckon who our definite listeners are your flatmate, our friend Tim. And then also, because I'll say, I don't think you should listen to this, my dad will listen to this.
Oh, yay.
And I'll,
Hi, Paul.
hi Paul, hi Dad. I hope you regret listening to this and never listen to another one. Yeah.
Great.
So we'll do that on like an Instagram or something?
Yeah, people can DM the Instagram.
Yeah. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah. We're going to aim to do these weekly, so please do listen in. A little teaser for the next episode. The big Q is going to be about beauty.
Yeah.
Beauty? Question mark?
Beauty? Are we vain?
Are we
Are
vain?
we not?
To
Is that
Botox?
okay?
If we Botox, are we bad feminists?
Yeah. To Botox or not to Botox?
To let the greys grow through or
Hey.
not?
Hey.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Ciao.
Ciao. That's
Ciao.
our official ending now.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, Bella. I think that was way better than the first one.